the Nauticus today in Norfolk, Virginia, and we've got some amazing demonstrations here that are sitting outside, and so we wanted to capture some information. This is the Elite Fleet Boat Club, and you guys have built all of these, right?
Yes.
And are they built to scale?
Radio control. Yeah, they're all radio control. The electronics and motors and stuff are kept inside, and we run them in various water facilities here. That is a larger scale, 1/48 scale jack submarine. It actually operates, goes underwater, and this one is a 1/144th scale Arleigh Burke Flight 2A class. The Arleigh Burke is still in service. They're still manufacturing them. This is the primary surface combatant for the U.S. Navy right now. What distinguishes the Flight 2A from the earlier, the Flight 2A has hangar facilities for helicopters.
What motivated you to get into this?
I'm retired Navy, so I enjoyed models since I was young, and I did the static models, and then you can only build so many and have them watch them on the shelf, and you see somebody with an RC one driving it around, it's like, oh, that's more enjoyable. And now I can take it out and have much more fun with it. So you get the joy of the same building the stuff, but you also can run it.
Norfolk International Terminals, the Port of Virginia's largest terminal, is transforming its business to increase capacity and improve operational efficiency. The new North Gate at Norfolk International Terminals provides an additional 26 truck lanes, raising the total to 42 high-technology lanes designed to streamline driver entry and exit. With the new state-of-the-art truck reservation system, drivers enter and move fluidly throughout the terminal, increasing overall efficiency.
So today starts the real material growth of the Port of Virginia.
We're doubling the capacity of this facility, Virginia International Gateway, and also increasing the lift capacity at Norfolk International Terminals by about 400,000 lifts.
We're doing this because it's important to Virginia, and it's also important to the economy of the United States to have state-of-the-art ports that can handle the largest ships sailing the ocean.
At the time we first built the terminal, we had the fastest cranes in the world. Since that time, technology has advanced, and we now have even faster cranes that are more capable, certainly than anything in the United States and anywhere else in the world right now.
This equipment allows us to truly live out one of our core values, and that is sustainability. From an environmental perspective, it's much more friendly because these are electric cranes. In addition, they're more economical because we can do more with less. And from a real estate utilization perspective, we can stack more containers and have more throughput on a per acre basis than ever before.
When you look at the investments we're making, 1 million containers of capacity, what does it mean? Well, the gates will now be bigger, gates will be faster, we'll have more places to deliver freight to our motor carriers, so that would mean a better turn time, a better experience visiting the port, and more velocity across the port. For the shippers, it gives them the opportunity to move more cargo through Virginia and to build and develop their distribution centers or even manufacturing sites here in Virginia, knowing they can get to the global market or bring their products from the global market.
Our new technology will allow us to leverage our ProPass truck reservation system and our state-of-the-art terminal operating system so that we can be faster and better than any of our competitors on the U.S. East Coast.
For Virginians, it's going to mean jobs. This is going to help drive the economy of Virginia and bring jobs to our home. And that's what we're all about. Economic opportunity for Virginia, creating an efficient port system, being a leader in the United States as far as efficiency, and competing on the world stage as a port.
Day out.
Norfolk Patrol.
These sailors are hard at work.
Norfolk Border Patrol.
Good morning again. 68 military ships call Naval Station Norfolk home. Everything from destroyers to carriers. And each ship has a mission.
Monterey's inbound.
Inside this small tower that overlooks the piers.
They're manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's where you'll find tower watch standers.
PSB will be opening shortly.
They're in charge of moving the ships, making sure they're exactly where they need to be.
Control. The tower watchstanders, their job is to be the eyes and ears of the waterfront.
But moving these massive vessels is no easy feat.
It's like a game of Tetris.
Except this game involves billion-dollar ships.
You're fine, first one.
And a lot more manpower.
Captain Bob, permission to leave.
It all starts with scheduling, figuring out which ships need to leave port and which ones are coming home.
Yeah, good morning again.
On any given day, our average busy day is about 10 to 13 moves, ships getting in and out.
The watchstanders have a lot on their plate. They track commercial ships, small boats, barges, and even divers on port.
The job of the tower watchstanders to ensure that the divers and the small boats and the ships and the tugboats never meet each other unintentionally.
Next diving operations, Pier 1036.
Without their okay, nothing is moving anywhere.
As soon as they're open, you have permission to leave.
The sailors in the tower are the eyes in the sky, but the dockmasters
Verify no small boat.
are the eyes on the ground.
When you pull that line, make sure you walk it down.
And their role is just as important.
We're really their eyes. 15. And guiding them to where they need to go. 200 foot's mark.
They're the ones actually walking the ships in.
We're talking with tower and scheduling to make sure that we put the ship exactly where it needs to be.
They're in constant communication
100 feet, sir.
with people called pilots. They are the ones that board the ship as it's coming in, navigating it right back to its pier.
50 feet.
They make sure every sailor on every ship
Yeah, just grab that side and start walking.
coming in or out stays safe.
If you're good there, so we can work with it.
And when you're in charge of moving ships as big as these,
There's very little room for error.
for the people responsible for moving these ships, it's all about trust.
Without all of us working as a group, we wouldn't be able to do it.
These are 16-inch 50 guns. They shoot 24 miles, 77-man crew. You can shoot 2 rounds a minute. Teak is the wood of choice if you're building a battleship. It's a good thermal insulator. It won't burn. It doesn't splinter if you try to blow it up. And it's not slippery when it gets rain or water on it. These are the powder bags. So each one of those bags weighs 110 pounds. You put 6 of them behind each projectile. And that will shoot the projectile. It'll shoot the projectile at 2,700 feet a second, which is pretty fast. A very, very high velocity rifle round is 3,200 feet a second, so these things are going out at 2,700 feet a second. Here's number 2 turret. It sits up higher than number 1 turret, so it has an extra ring of projectiles in there. So number 2 turret will hold more projectiles than number 1 turret.
Did they have chairs like that?
Yes, those chairs are from 1991, all of which were fought with airplanes. And so at the last minute, they recognized that it was going to be the airplane and not another battleship, which would be the primary threat to the ship. So they slathered it with anti-aircraft guns, and they had to put an extra 1,000 guys on board. And so it reported to Halsey in December of 1944 with a crew of 2,900 instead of 1,900. So the 1,000 junior most guys shared 500 bunks. That's called hot racking. Places like this that need to be armored. So this is an upper 5-inch handling room. This thing is heavily armored, so if a projectile were to come in here and blow up, all this structure in here is going to be destroyed. This isn't going anywhere. They would have chapel service, church service out here, weather permitting. You showed a movie every night, and everybody would be there unless you're dink. If you're not up to date on your qualifications, then you're delinquent and you don't get to watch the movie, and that was a big deal.